Hey YouTube, it's your girl Carla, and I'm back with another video. I'm just gonna jump right in. Then, just by stating the obvious, I guess you can see by the absence of hair that, well, you shouldn't assume, because I could have just wanted to shave my hair off, but I did not. I have been going through some things which will, explain my absence. I've been gone from YouTube for a while, and not all of my absence is because of my illness. I just needed to get back in a better headspace. I was feeling like I was just getting up and working and rinsing and repeating every single day, like with no real purpose. And while I liked making, hair videos, and my channel was starting to grow, I just kept getting discouraged by just my lack of drive. And during that period of time, I found out that I was ill. Um, I was taking some time for myself a few months ago over the summer, and was trying to like get my mind, body, soul right. Some things happened in my life that kind of threw me for a loop. And so I was just trying to get myself back together. I felt like, I was losing myself with all that was happening around me. And in the process, um, started feeling funny. And so I went to my doctor, and, at first he wasn't really trying to investigate, my complaints too tough. So I had to keep advocating for myself to just, please look into what I'm saying. I'm not feeling well. Something's going on. And, some further testing, they were able to find out that I have stage 4 uterine cancer. So, and I guess the type of cancer that I have is a pretty rare form. It is spreading throughout my body pretty fast. So they've, in scans and things, were able to see that I've got tumors all the way up to my neck, upper portion of my body. So they're trying to treat. I'm currently receiving chemo, which is why my hair, it's gone. It just came out about a week or two ago. And I honestly thought that was going to be a hard thing for me to deal with, because while I always used to say I didn't have any kind of like emotional attachment to my hair, I was attached in some way. I've had the same head of hair for the last 10 years. So while it is just hair, it was, you know, it was a transition to see yourself have waist length hair, and then in minutes you have none at all. I've like shaved my hair before, so it wasn't like a big deal. I've never worn it bald, but I used to wear my hair low years and years ago. But, just knowing that this is kind of attached to something bigger, and potentially could be something a lot more serious than just a style change. So like I just have been trying to um take advantage of every day. Like, just this new development in my life has just made me appreciate all the things, the people, the places, the opportunities, memories, just everything. I'm more appreciative of just life in general. We only get one, and what you do with it is important. You can't waste a lot of time just working to pay bills, which is what I've been doing for years, just working to pay bills. And I was content with that because as a younger hairstylist, it was hard. It was a struggle building a clientele. It was a struggle being able to pay bills just with the money I was making. And once I got to a point where I had a clientele and basically was able to create a life with just solely with my income from being a hairstylist, was a big accomplishment to me. Like, I could pay real bills. I could pay a mortgage. I could pay car notes. I could pay a bunch of bills, which is like not a real accomplishment to be able to pay a bunch of bills, but just to be able to maintain a lifestyle solely off of a business that I built for myself from the ground up, literally just off my own back. was what I was more proud of. And so I just was kind of content with doing that because it was an accomplishment in my eyes. And it still is. It's just that can't be my only focus to just work and pay bills. And this situation I'm going through now is you know really showing me that there's more out there than just working and paying bills. I've got to experience life, like take some of the income and go on trips or, create those memories. I want to do more like cruises with my family, just different trips and different things with my friends, or even if it's not out of the country or out of the city or out of the state, just do things that make you happy. And I'm doing more of the things that make me happy. I'm always one of those people that kind of picks up on like little hobbies here and there, making jewelry, or I went to a pottery class and now I'm like buying a pottery wheel and like stuff like that that just brings me peace and happiness and calmness, just a sense of like fulfillment that working doesn't give me. So just finding those things within my everyday life that just can give me those little moments of happiness are things that I'm more focusing on these days. Of course, with this illness, I've got a lot of support, family support from friends, support from strangers, just a lot of support. But one thing I did realize about myself was that I deal with things differently. Like some things that would be super serious and detrimental to other people are like, I have to like kind of find the humor in them for me to make it through every day. I can't sit around and wallow in the woe is me and feeling sorry for myself. That's just not, I've never been cut like that ever. I wasn't raised that way. My parents, like, they're loving. They have always been very loving, caring, supportive parents, but they're not like super like emotional or just really I don't even know what the word is. Like, they're just not very like lovey-dovey, I guess, in that way. So we weren't raised to, all be all huggy, feely, touchy. We just kind of just roll with the punches. So, I just, I'm able to find the humor and even in this situation, or like just not making light of it, but just I can't like wallow. It leaves me in a bad headspace. So what I'm learning about myself is like talking about what I'm going through, even if it's to people I don't know that well. Like I find myself posting on social media more than I've ever in my life, just about what I'm going through and just getting that out. Even if people are tired of hearing about it or feel like I'm posting to get attention or whatever the case may be, it helps me to get it off my chest and out of me. Because sitting with being sick for months without saying anything to anybody was having me like stewing in shit, for lack of a better term. I just was sitting around like, oh my God, I may or may not make it. I've got a grandbaby now that needs me, and my kids need me, and what am I gonna do? And all of that was like kind of how I was going through life for months, until I just was like, you know what, I gotta somebody gotta know. Everybody can know. It's not a secret. If you bump into me in a grocery store and I'm bald, you're gonna assume I'm sick anyway. So it's not a secret, and it's nothing I could be ashamed of. And I felt myself feeling ashamed of being sick for some reason, and I had to find better ways to deal with what I'm going through. And I found that like just sharing the experiences and the day-to-day, even if it's not good, just sharing it with other people who may be inspired by what I'm going through, or maybe, are going through something similar and just need to feel like they're not the only person going through things. So, not necessarily misery loves company, but people are comforted in knowing that they're not that their situation isn't an isolated incident, and that like they're not the only person going through what they're going through or experiencing certain things, like just opening up and telling people what was happening in my life. Open the door for people to reach out and just, get advice on how to go handle like chemo treatment, or the illness or sickness that comes behind getting chemo, or what to expect from that. Because this is my second bout with cancer. I've had cervical cancer. It's been 15 years ago now. And while that cancer didn't come back, this is a new, different type of cancer that came, that I have now. But just dealing with those the things that come from going through these types of things just helps people to have somebody to talk to. And my first bout with cancer, while I had a lot of support, I didn't really have anyone I could talk to, or I didn't feel comfortable enough talking or saying anything to anyone. I wasn't on like social media. I wasn't, I'm just not a real outgoing person. So I wasn't going to reach out to people and just, sit and talk to somebody about what I was going through. So I internalized a lot of what I was experiencing then. But I think now that I'm older and more mature, I can articulate more of how I'm feeling, and I recognize when I need to put some things in other people's hands or another person's hands to just like get a different point of view on things, or just to not always be in a negative headspace, because it's easy for me to go there and not look at the positives that can come from even something like this. So yeah, I just was coming on to basically not really explain my absence, but just give you guys something to explain, like where I've been or why I haven't been making any more videos, and to give you some insight on what is to come, because I am going to be posting more videos. I don't know if they'll all be like based around like my treatments and what I'm going through as far as all of that's going on, because it's hard to document that. You don't want to be in the hospital compromising other people's privacy, trying to document things, and and it's just hard to film like in those types of places, in hospitals or clinics and stuff like that. So I don't know that I'll be documenting too much of that, but in my time off, I've gained some interest and some things that I've always been interested in doing, and was just not sure of how to go about it as far as my channel was concerned. But I do want to transition my channel to more of a lifestyle, home decor, and like decorating type of channel, because that's mostly what I've been doing in my absence. I still do hair. I am still actively working, but I have been more focused on trying to get my space, my living space, how I want it to be, because this is a house that I grew up in, and it holds a tremendous amount of sentimental value to me. So there's things in the house that I've done or plan on doing, and I'd like to share those processes with you. There's some things that I have shared on social media, on Instagram and Facebook, that I would like to like more in-depth share on YouTube. So like, redecorating my kitchen, remodeling my kitchen and bathrooms, and all my like spare bedrooms. Right now I'm sitting in my bedroom looks a mess right now, but I'm sitting like on my steps in my main hallway. So if you see behind me, there's like pictures and different decor and stuff around. But there's stuff that I just want to share with you guys that's outside of the hair videos. I may still share a few of those here and there. It just depends on how I'm feeling or how it fits into what I'm planning on doing. But I think I want to transition this channel into more of a lifestyle, and more of a lifestyle channel, more of like a blog channel, kind of days in the life of or with me, or just whatever, just to come out of a box I put myself in, or was getting ready to put myself in, as far as just a hair channel, or just this or that. I don't want it to just be one thing. I want my channel to kind of represent me as a person. And I'm not one thing. I'm not just a hairstylist. I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother now. I have a lot of interests, a lot of things I love to do, a lot of hobbies, a lot of things I just want to share in more of myself, share more of myself. And I think it'll be therapeutic for me, and because I'm truly an introvert, so this will help me come out of my shell some to maybe inspire somebody else to come out of their shell. Maybe they see something in me that is similar, or find some things in common that we may both share, and tune in, tap in, and find some things about over here you may like. I don't know, but we'll be growing and figuring all of that out together. So stay tuned for future videos to come. And I can't make any promises, but I'm definitely going to work on trying to be more present here, because I do realize I had over 1,000 subscribers. And so I do realize that's a lot of people that were tuning in that were interested in what I had to say or what I had to post. And so hopefully you all are still interested in and are willing to stick with me through the transition of this channel. And yeah, just hang in there with me. I think I'm gonna have some things of interest for a bigger audience of people. And yeah, this will help me in my journey to grow as a person. So yeah, thanks for sitting here and listening to my little rant. Hopefully you guys check in back with me. Stay tuned, hit the notification bell, subscribe if you haven't already, and be on the lookout for future videos. Love you guys, and stay encouraged. Catch you in the next video. Bye.